Welcome back to the program that brings you news from the north, south, east and west of Nigeria. We'd like to remind you that channelstv.com has more news for you, and on youtube.com/channels where you can watch our videos. You can also watch us on your mobile device via your browser or download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS and Windows devices from their respective stores. Besides giving you access to news updates on the go, the Channels TV and Channels 24 app have an eyewitness feature that you can use to share pictures, videos or news of happenings around you. Just install the app, tap and swipe to reveal the menu, then follow the instructions you find there. A cleaner Edo State seems within sight as the state government's cleanup project has entered its second stage with its public works volunteers embarking on a sensitization exercise in markets within the metropolis. While speaking on the progress made so far, the Secretary to the Edo State Government, Osun, disclosed plans to provide more waste bins in the markets and other parts of the city for easy disposal of refuse.
Members of the Edo State Public Works Volunteers, POV, pursuing the state government's mission to create a cleaner Edo State, adopt sensitization of the public as a key strategy in realizing the project's goals. The group, moving from spot to spot in markets within the metropolis, stopped to give its message to traders.
Clean front of your shop, clean your gutter before you open for the day.
Here at Lagos Street, near Oba Market in Benin City, the state capital, traders actively involved in a prayer session paused proceedings to pay attention to the body. Some of the traders consider the awareness program commendable and offer some suggestions.
If we reach market where they say dirty, they say not good. So maybe they clean our environment, which is very good. We agreed. But the problem is the dirty, they're supposed to come, they carry them every day. But they come once in a week.
Clean is very good for the system. It's very good to make customers to come and buy from you. Where you are trained is very neat. The customer will like to patronize you.
The coordinator of POV explains why the exercise is necessary and addresses some of the concerns raised.
Because if you just go there and evacuate the refuse without letting the people know what they need to do, how to manage their waste, the refuse will still be there. So we're going to monitor it. Our workers are already on these areas. They are already at the different market, different bus stops already. So, monitoring is not a problem. The enforcement will come with time. But before you do enforcement, you must educate the people.
The Secretary to the Edo State Government, Osun, heads the Clean Up Edo project. He speaks on further steps to be taken.
We found out that a lot of our people are enthusiastic. They want to clean up their spaces and put out the waste. Until we have the responsibility as the government now to begin to provide additional waste bins. We're in the process of procuring it now, and I believe next few weeks you will see additional waste bins on the streets.
The sensitization phase of the Clean Up Edo project is meant to continue until the government's objective of seeing a cleaner state is realized. Jessica Olubuse, Channels Television News.
Now, illegal market structures are going down in Anambra State as the state government embarks on a demolition exercise to clear drainage systems. In an all-night operation, the special team stormed the Ajasa area of Onitsha Market, demolishing shop attachments that have narrowed the road networks within the area for decades. The state government insists that street trading, unapproved market structures and hawking remain banned in the state.
This is a critical and strategic meeting to enlighten the public on the ills of street hawking. Governor Willie Obiano announces the immediate commencement on the implementation of a ban on street trading after several warnings over the past 5 years. He makes it clear that the enforcement of environmental discipline will start from the Onitsha main market and then spread to other places.
In Anambra, street trading is banned for a very long time. This is the law since over 5 years. And therefore, we are going to carry out a surgical operation from Wednesday to clear people from the street. We're also talking about illegal attachments on roads and markets.
This is a common sight in markets across Onitsha. People indiscriminately plying their trade on the roads. However, in a strategic dusk-to-dawn operation, security agencies team up to demolish illegal structures that have blocked access into the main market. The new Ajasa area is almost an unbelievable sight for residents to behold. Business owners claim their sales have improved.
In the history of Anambra for the past 10 years, it is impossible for vehicles to access this Ajasa street. As they are arranging any place every year, in fact, I was very happy.
So it's a nice idea. I welcome the idea. So I thank His Excellency.
The state government says the clean-up exercise is here to stay and promises to begin with the beautification of the market areas.
Elsewhere, Governor Rauf Aregbesola of Osun State has approved the release of 1 billion naira for the payment of the contributory pension funds to retired civil servants in the state. The pensioners trooped out at the state secretariat in Osogbo, the state capital, to receive their checks, while the Director of Pension Services in the state, Mr. Bayo Raji, promised that the state government will not relent in fulfilling its financial commitment to the people.
We have to thank God for allowing our life to be alive, to see these days. You know, when everything was going wrong, that we are not going to receive anything or something like that. Some people are protesting, but we try to make people understand that sooner or later they will be paid. And we have to thank God now that this thing has been paid by the governor.
You want to see that there's a smile in the faces of the pensioners in the state, both for the DBS, that is Defined Benefit Scheme, which is also known as a pay-as-you-go, and the control person scheme. We think that for past, due to economic meltdown in the state, for the past several years, we were unable to pay gratuity of pensioners, but their monthly pension have been paid up to date. So it's for the old people. And then for the control pension scheme, he released almost 1.6 billion to pay their retirement benefit, because that is the accrual right for the past service year that they have done before the commencement of control pension scheme. So with that, he has started paying people, and he has promised that he will continue paying these people.
The Nasarawa State Governor, Tanko Al-Makura, has lauded President Muhammadu Buhari's social investment program, which has officially started in the state. He was speaking while flagging off the distribution of 10,000 naira each to the needy. The governor says the gesture will also be replicated in the states to cover the basic amenities of indigents.
Occupation of the administration of Muhammadu Buhari in Nigeria is to ensure that everybody is carried along. Among such people, the people with so much emphasis that this government is laying are those that are not well-to-do. I don't want to call you poor, because poor has all kinds of meanings. But the people who are not well-to-do, people who may not have the wherewithal to make a living. You can see what kind of a president, a passionate president is. You can see what kind of policy this is. A policy that puts at its center stage the people that cannot fend for themselves. I'm calling on all people in this country to acknowledge and appreciate this gesture. It has never happened before, and this is what we will continue to do. Even we in Nasarawa, we are keen into this policy. By so doing, we will carry everybody along, hence our cry for inclusive governance.
Nasarawa State Governor Tanko Al-Makura. When the program returns in a moment, Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike says young people need to get more involved in politics. He asked them to get their permanent voters' cards ahead of the 2019 elections. Details shortly.